Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday morning. Can't believe it's middle of the week already. All right. So I want to discuss something, but before I do, I want to put a quick disclaimer in here. I'm recording this at about 7 o'clock Tuesday night. And the reason I say it is because with some of this news, things could change overnight. Okay. And want to put this up as soon as I can, but it doesn't really make sense to do it an hour before we're going to have a live stream. So I'm recording this now so you guys can see it first thing in the morning. Depending on what time I get up, it'll probably be up pretty damn early. All right, so the big question is, and I know everybody's talking about it, everybody's concerned about it, is what's going to happen next? All right, Zelensky has come out and said World War III has already started, but if you kind of get an idea, Zelensky seems to be somewhat of a drama king to me. The world's going to end. Oh my God, World War III, whatever it is. Okay. My deal is I try to deal in reality. Okay. Doesn't mean that my reality is everybody else's reality, but it's what keeps me sane. All right. So first thing, and this was sent to me by a couple of people yesterday, I want you to take a look at this tweet that went out yesterday by Open Source Intelligence Defender. Now, OSINT Defender is a pretty accurate Twitter account. What they come up with is usually some pretty good intel. So take this seriously. But as you can see in here, it says, smoke can be seen from the Russian embassy at the Polish capital city of Warsaw. There are claims that Russian diplomats are burning documents. The same thing was done at the Russian embassy in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv right before the invasion on February 24th. Now, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Is Poland next? And that's what concerns me because, like I said, the Poles and the Russians are not exactly good neighbors, but does Russia keep going? Belarus is now entering the fray against Ukraine. And so now you start talking about moving up and moving north and going into Poland. Now I want you to watch this next video. It's in Russian, but there are English subtitles here, okay? Hard to find. This one actually came out of the Greek press, okay? But this is on what's going on with Poland. Now, first off, Vladimir Soloviev is best way to put him would be like a Joe Rogan or Alex Jones. That was who I was thinking of there when my mind went blank. He's that type of personality, a conspiracy type theorist who has a tendency to be proven right. Putin loves this guy to the tune of Soloviev, get this, makes $1 million a month, not rubles, dollars a month. Guy owns 4 villas in Italy. Actually, he's really pissed right now because the Italian government is trying to take the villas because of sanctions. But if you see in this video, this is also on Russia's Channel 1, okay, which is basically the state-run TV. I want you to watch this, and early on and at the very end are the two most important things that this contributor, one of his normal cast, if you will, on the panel says. So watch this real quick.
Вы получите ядерный удар по территории Европы в случае, если вы соберетесь там с какой-нибудь миротворческий контингент НАТО создать, в случае, если вы соберетесь его куда-то там вводить и прочее, прочее. Да, это будет ядерная война.
А это было и сказано.
Это будет ядерная война. Вы должны это понимать. Значит, храбрые поляки, от вашей Варшавы не останется за полсекунды ничего. Храбрые немцы, так сказать, да. Храбрые эстонцы, храбрые прибалты. Кстати, по поводу храбрых прибалтов. Вот в Калининграде, я знаю, сейчас большие проблемы на границе. Может быть, актуальным становится вопрос коридора до Калининграда. Коридора, сухопутного коридора до Калининграда. А почему нет?
Но если уж до Приднестровья
мне кажется, что государства под названием Литва и государства под названием Польша ведут себя слишком нагло. Слишком нагло. И не понимают еще, так сказать, да, что вот на самом деле с ними можно разобраться быстрее, чем с Украиной. Потому что вопрос коридора – это вопрос локальной военной операции, и это гораздо проще, чем все то, что мы сейчас затеяли на Украине.
Да на Украине.
Interesting. So Poland will disappear from the map, huh? Again, this goes back to what I said a couple of weeks ago. Watch what happens in Poland, because if any sort of fun stuff happens with the Poles are a NATO member. Article 5 gets used immediately, and guess what? World War III is here. So now, this one is interesting. This last piece I want to show you here. A survey was done. A poll was done. And yes, I know what y'all are going to say about polls, and I agree with you, okay? But I'm just trying to put this information out. So there was a poll that was conducted in Russia with the intention of the Russian people and their view of decisions that must be made for the future of the country, okay? According to this poll, Poland is Russia's #1 target. 74.5% of Russians approve the idea of a new military invasion and believe the next country after the quote-unquote denazification of Ukraine should be Poland. 3/4 of the population. Now, that's according to this poll, okay? And I'm going to link this whole article in here as well. But that's not the only thing. The math is wrong in the article. It's 74.5, not 75.5, but that's beside the point. But then the public also says that Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, the Baltic countries, okay, 41% think that that should be the next target. 39.5% think Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, or Hungary should be. Guys, this is putting together or rebuilding the Soviet Union. Those are all, or not Soviet Union, but the Warsaw Pact. Those are all former Warsaw Pact nations, okay? And again, some of them are former Soviet republics. Getting worse, 46% of the people in this poll are absolutely convinced that the Russian government should attack the EU. And 40.5% accept the expansion of the hostilities. 40.3% consider a nuclear attack acceptable, and 34.3% to some extent support such a decision by the Russian authorities. Now, Sergei Lavrov has come out and said that the only way the Russians would use nukes is if there was an existential threat on Russia itself. We'll see what happens. I still think if all this Ukraine crap goes south for the Russians, which it already starts to seem to be, they may figure they have nothing to lose. Just some interesting stuff I wanted you guys to take a look at. But again, this goes right back to what I was saying. Watch what's happening with Poland. You know, a lot of countries besides the U.S. have troops in Poland. If Poland winds up the next target, World War III is here. Pinball out.